It's much better now.
I can't wait to fucking sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Have a good meal. Sleep.
Did you spread it?
Yeah, you have to open it up. You have to open it up. You don't open it up?
No, I'm a trumpet player.
Oh yeah. You ever had a coffee, Karen?
Who's over there?
Coffee, Karen. Drink it, dude. Drink it in your bit.
I rewatched Alien 1 and Aliens.
Aliens.
This weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, that's James Cameron. That's
Well,
like,
the first one's not. Ridley Scott.
Yeah, Ridley
it's
did the
really-
first one.
Yeah, Ridley Scott did the first one. But both of those movies, when you rewatch them, you're like, this is pretty good shit, dude.
dude, you might have,
Yeah, dude.
Pretty
you
good
might have
shit,
inspired
man.
me to watch them back to back because it's been probably 20 years since I've watched.
So
Alien
I just
and
went. I
Aliens.
went to the Hollywood Forever Cemetery this past week. You know they show movies in the cemetery.
Yeah.
And I went to go see it's Kill Bill. It was a Kill Bill sleepover 1 and 2.
Great.
Here's the wild shit. A, the movie holds up to an incredible degree. Like I
Yeah.
thought, I've seen that movie so many fucking times. Maybe it'll be whatever. Phenomenal again. 4,500 people in the cemetery. My brain goes to, someone's gonna ruin this. They're gonna be talking. They'll be fucking around.
Yeah.
Everyone silent.
Really?
Clap when they clap. Laugh when they deserve to laugh. I was like, how come we can't do this in normal functioning society? Like, how come we can't just all be on the same page?
Do you love those movies?
Kill Bill. I adore
What's
Kill
that actor,
Bill.
Michael Park? He plays a couple of roles in it. But he plays this Tijuana, like he's like some sort of like a pimp or something.
It is Michael Park, right? That's his
Is it
name.
Michael?
Michael
Parks.
Parks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Parks.
Michael Park. That monologue he does. I don't know if it's 1 or 2. Yeah, that monologue.
It's in 2. Yeah,
Right.
it's in the second one.
And so he wasn't supposed to have that part.
Really?
No, the actor that they hired was out of town during the table read.
Then you get back in town.
So
For Tarantino?
You fucking
I know.
change your flight.
I know.
When
If
you miss-
Tarantino's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, well, you know, you're gonna miss it.
You go,
So-
it's my great aunt's birthday.
Yeah. So Tarantino asked Michael Park, because he's already in the movie.
Yeah.
Can you just read this part?
And he crushed.
And he crushed so bad doing that part that Tarantino was like, "Oh, the other guy's fired." That's exactly right. If he would have just
Shown up.
Skip your aunt's birthday,
what?
bud.
Also, what's more important? It would have to be like It would have to be like, a Stanley Kubrick was reborn.
Yeah, or
and
your
I had to
wife-
shoot for him.
Or your wife was getting heart surgery and you had to help do it.
Honestly, honestly,
I don't
You
skip.
still think.
I don't skip fucking table read for that.
Yeah.
Tarantino table read.
Yeah.
I'd rather have my wife die.
I haven't
That's how big.
watched...
That's how big that is. You know that, right?
you
That's
heard
how
that,
big it-
Quentin.
Yeah,
If
you heard
you
that,
ever
Quentin.
want someone to sacrifice everything they've ever known and
I'll
loved,
blow you out. I'll do every Tarantino. I'll do whatever.
Yeah, you heard my history. I fucking do whatever.
Anyway,
Tarantino, you bring a line to Matt. This guy will be at the
Yeah,
table.
I haven't watched Kill Bill since it was out in theaters.
Phenomenal. Honestly,
oh,
dude,
you have to watch it.
It's
I have-
so good again. Sody, how long are you in town for?
Just till Wednesday.
Are you here running around promoting, or what are you doing?
I was supposed to promote, but then there was a strike,
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
fuck.
so I can't promote.
We're not
Yeah.
allowed to talk
We're
about
not
it.
allowed
Yeah, I'm not even allowed to. I did Howie Mandel's podcast, and the whole background was the show, and I was like, "Hey, that's gonna get me in deep shit. I need my health insurance."
And what did he say? Was he like, "Oh,
Yeah.
leave it up there"?
He's like, "Oh no, I'll change it." He was cool as hell.
Oh, he
yeah,
was.
Yeah, I think people. LA is the city where they understand.
Because nobody
Now,
wants to lose their
Did you
fucking
grow up with
job.
liking Howie?
Yeah, Bobbie's World was massive.
So was that the first time you met him?
Yeah,
What a nice guy, right? I've known him for years, but I love him.
sweetheart.
Yeah.
And like
Were you
walking
nervous,
around,
though?
yeah, very nervous because I didn't know. You don't know how that's going to be. Kind of like an older school dude, like old school dude. You're like, I don't know if we're going to get along. I don't know how it's
Yeah.
going to go. And he was super fucking.
Did he
cool.
show you his hologram?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got Tupac's hologram.
I know.
Did
I
he show
love
you
that. I love that. Yeah.
And then he does have two boxes.
I know, it's like-
And then in a warehouse in LA, it's some real adrenochrome shit.
It is, dude. He's like, it's a 50,000 square foot warehouse, and I was like, "What's all the other rooms for?" He's like, "We're figuring it out." I was like, "He already knows."
Oh yeah, you're harvesting the fear of children. It was one of those things where I'm against AI and Chat GBT. It just scares me.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like joking at first, being like, "Yeah, that shit kind of scares me." And he's like, "But why does it scare you?
Yeah.
Allow it in." And
Yeah.
you're like, it really was that moment where you're like, Are you a computer? Why are you so big on pushing computers on me, man?
He's like, "Write down your feelings. We'll talk about it on the show."
010011110. Sorry, I fucked up. What were you saying?
But he doesn't take a second. He's constantly busy, and
Yeah.
it's like I look at him like I don't ever want to be like that.
No way. Just
No,
constantly.
he's just constantly
Hey man,
doing what?
you stay on the path you're on right now. You're just fine. You almost do nothing.
It's so rude, dude. What's wrong with you today, man?
Isn't that true?
You're attacking me at all kinds of
Isn't it
angles,
true?
dude. What's the matter with you right now, man?
Isn't it true that you like to do almost nothing?
I do so many things in my life.
So what are you talking about?
What do you mean?
You just said I don't want to do what How I Met.
No, I'm just saying he's constantly like 8 a.m. to
Yeah.
fucking 9 p.m.
Yeah.
He's scheduled, booked, going.
He really
right?
did that as we did his podcast. He's like, I got something right now.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like,
He's
oh.
constantly going. And one time I asked him, I go, dude, he's like, if I stop and think, I'm gonna get depressed, and I get in my head, and I get really depressed. And he goes,
Oh, that was a good one.
Did he do that?
yeah, he did
That's,
that.
by
yeah,
the way,
yeah.
I just as a fart connoisseur,
Oh, really?
I could hear the
Thank you, dude.
splashback.
Thank you, man.
Well, these seats are built for that.
Yeah.
We did buy one.
But you're right.
specifically.
I mean, I am, a little lazier than most.
I'm
but-
not saying you're lazy. I think you like to do less.
Because I will join your team, Bobbie, and I will sacrifice myself for this conversation.
Yeah.
I love to do nothing.
You do?
Love to.
Thanks,
do nothing.
man.
What's nothing to you?
Lay on the couch
All day.
if I can.
I think you have it.
I'll walk my dog.
What do I have?
You have a little bit of Howie Mandel.
Yeah, I want to do stuff all the time.
No, but you're constantly going.
Yeah.
You're like sometimes we'll go off the road and you're like, oh no, I'm going to Hawaii. I'm doing a golf tournament in Italy, and I'm like, dude, slow down.
You know what?
But
I'm
this
gonna
is
agree.
all I've got. I'm gonna die. I should do it while I can.
But I'm going to agree with Bobbie. I'll watch your stories and I'll be like, I just saw you were doing a show. How are you golfing with Travis Kelce?
Yeah,
in fucking
because I feel
Vietnam?
like I gotta get it while I'm having it right now.
I understand that, but to argue what Bobbie and I love to do,
Yeah.
I work hard so I can take next Monday, right?
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Nothing.
And it, to me, is better than doing anything.
Okay.
I'm going to walk my dog twice,
See, I'm gonna do that too.
but then I'm going to literally go upstairs. I'm going to play PlayStation. I'm going to watch TV shows. I'm going to order food. Maybe walk to the Starbucks at the base of my building. Maybe.
Like,
And then that's going to be a sick fucking day.
Yeah.
When we went on tour, right? We would wake up on the tour bus. He's already got. He comes back with a bandana,
Yeah.
right? He's a hiking backpack, a tennis racket,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Where'd you go all morning?"
I went spearfishing at 6 a.m.
Yeah. And it's like you're just constantly going, and it's like I think you have the same thing that Howie has.
It's a sickness without a doubt.
It's a sickness.
Well, yeah,
you
you're-
sleep away your sadness, and I work away my pain.
Well, first of all, that's a beautiful song.
Sleep
You
away your
sleep away your
sadness.
Yeah,
sadness, and I work
Sounds
away
like a
my
Lana
pain.
Del Rey
Yeah.
song.
Oh, yeah, that's
I,
cool.
I work off all my pain, and you sleep away your sadness. You don't want to face it, and neither do I. We're the same guy.
No
It's
one
just
wants to face
two
it.
separate ends. I just can keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going.
Yeah, but I like facing sadness.
Sometimes, yeah.
I like to put a little dip in my mouth, lay down with my cat, Gunner, right?
Yeah.
And listen to some really sad shit, dude.
Dude, that sounds honestly.
Right? And I bring out that machine, ooh.
See me, I listen to sad music in my car.
What is that?
If I'm really sad, starting to sound the same. I miss the comfort in being sad.
Yeah.
Nirvana.
It's-
I like to take a drive and listen to sad shit.
Oh my god.
So look, I'm still moving even when I'm.
Yeah, you can't. You're a shark.
Just the machine has. Yeah, I can't sleep.
You can't. So you can't stop.
I think I'm gonna get one of those Aura rings to find out how often I sleep at night.
Yeah.
And I think genuinely, it'll register 4 hours a night, maybe.
I mean, I looked at mine because I don't snore, but I toss and turn.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that till I lived with Katie, and she's like, "Dude, you flip and flop all the time."
Does she sleep really easy?
She can't fall asleep, but once she's asleep, she's dead to
See,
the world.
Katie's brain, I would think, is she does what I do, where it's like
Yes.
constantly.
Yes.
She can't slow down.
Once she slows down, she can sleep or whatever.
Right.
But then I can fall asleep fast, and then I'm moving in my sleep and I'm up. So I sleep for like an hour, then I'm like, I'm up, and I sleep for another hour. And I went and did the test, and they were like, you're waking up 23 times an hour.
23.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have the same thing.
And so I got a sleep apnea
You did?
mask, but it didn't work. It like there's something fucked up with my nose where I
Yeah,
feel like I'm
what, dude? You have a
suffocating.
fucked up face, I think.
Stop
What?
it.
That
I
is
joined your team.
rude.
I'm sorry. You're right. But I just looked at it now. It's so long.
It's long this way.
You gotta stop that.
I can't.
Yeah, you do. Don't put water on it. It keeps
You know
growing.
what? His brain is so big, it's weighted down. His skin is.
I don't know.
That's why.
Dude.
I'm lo-
There's Dan Soder's head.
There it is,
Yeah,
dude.
there it is,
That
yeah.
is absolutely it, dude.
That's it. Yeah, long.
Look at that long ass.
Oh, that's
flat.
Brendan
me.
Schaub?
That's me.
That's hilarious. That's a long skull.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Look.
That's funny.
Give me
Brendan.
Korean guys' skulls. What do they look
All
like?
right.
No, I just want to
Let's go, let's
see. What the fuck? I just
He's
want
just doing some light racial phrenology.
Sexy normal.
Totally normal.
There's no way. Wait a second.
Whoa!
Yeah,
That's cool. That's
cool.
badass.
Yeah.
What does an Irish guy's head look like? I'm sure there's not a lot of room.
What if
for
like
brain.
Korean guy's skull had like little slits? In it? I don't know. Was that what you're looking for?
You go, oh my god, the orbital bone.
Yeah.
What is that? Just a Dropkick Murphys album? Is
Yeah.
that all we have
It
inside
really
of our
is.
heads? The Pogues floating around our brain the whole
Yeah,
time.
it's just the shoulder tattoo of a
Ladies and
Boston.
gentlemen,
I
Dan
thought you were out of the
Soder.
fucking. I thought you were out of the fucking our beautiful state.
I never lose.
Dude, he just cripped in here. Did you see that? He was cripping
What
in.
you were repping, dude?
Did you see me
I see
getting
what
out?
you're repping,
Damn,
dude.
what's up, dog?
What's up, dog? What's up, dog?
Oh, really? Really? Okay. All right. Please sit down in our blue chair.
Yeah, I'm not Buffalo Bill, but New York style.
Dishonor!
Whoa! Fucking, you're canceled. That's racism.
Bring it, dog. You
Yeah,
know,
okay.
the ticket sales cancellations bring.
Gillis is selling out
That's your
6,000
friend,
seaters,
Gillis.
dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool. I love to fucking do an arena.
What'd you bring? You brought a little gift, Danny
Yeah,
Soder?
I just did Mark Maron's podcast. He says, by the way, he knows you're gay.
Did he say that for real?
He goes,
Finally.
he goes, by the way, tell Andrew I know he's
Finally,
gay.
he reads my text messages.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. Fun, not fun. Was it fun?
It was fun. I got
How
emotional.
much? Can I just say this?
He digs deep, huh?
I know. He got
Too
me.
deep.
He got me, dude.
He goes too deep.
What did he give you there? One of his bullshit coffee mugs?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It was like, hey, you cried about your sister. Here's a mug. Puss.
No, go
Dude.
get a cup of coffee.
How many
I
times have you
just-
done it?
I only did it once.
Me too, one
only
time.
one
Yeah,
time.
I think he only does one.
He has a one-time deal.
Now, I think people he likes, he invites back twice.
I know, like Tarantino.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, Tarantino's huge.
Yeah.
My dumbass being like, and then I like comedy again. Dude, I was just across the street. I gotta tell you guys this. I grabbed food real quick.
Yeah.
Across at that diner. Mm-hmm. I sat at the counter. The most LA shit in the world.
What happened?
There was just this super old guy on the phone. And he's like talking about Post Malone, and he's like, "Yeah, listen to his CD. It's a good CD. He's good. He's like his CD's real good."
Yeah.
And then he starts talking about naked ladies.
Oh, I love this
And
guy.
it was so old and porny, where he goes, "Yeah, look her up. Look her up. She used to do solo and girl on girl. She's a real good body." He goes, "But now she's doing regular porn. Throw 8 inches at her." And I was like,
Oh, my God.
"Old movie dude in LA."
Carlos, you were next door before this?
I thought it was Bobbie.
That's 100% Carlos's conversations on the phone. Yeah, you got to look up her stuff. Look
I
up
was
her catalog.
looking up the girls he was saying. He was
No,
saying
it'd be real.
I swear to
Oh my
God.
God,
Do you
love
remember
it.
any of the girls' names?
I left the tab up.
Yeah.
Because I knew I was coming here.
Yeah, God bless.
I wasn't like, let me delete the thing that we're going to definitely talk about.
Who was he ranting about?
He was ranting about this girl named Sid Wilder.
Oh,
Look
I
it up.
know her.
I know.
S-
Wait. First of all, shit. I know her.
Sid
No,
Wilder.
wait.
Okay.
She's not a porn star.
Okay.
She's more of a. She's a comedian.
Oh, yeah,
like-
she does. I know who this is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I know her.
Yeah.
She used to do stand up or something.
Yeah.
Right?
She does
She
stand-up.
dated
She's
Kato
also, like,
Kalin.
more of a social media kind of
Alright,
a thing, but I know her.
The other
She's not a
girl-
porn star, and I know I see what you're trying to do.
No, the other girl he brought up
I know
was
what you're doing right now, dude.
Sydney. The other girl he brought up was something Scott. I erased her one. It was
Sydney Scott, there's one right there.
It's a blonde lady named.
Just an elementary school teacher named Sydney Scott.
No, I'm gonna find.
He's like, and then there's a girl who teaches my kids.
Yeah, I
I'd
love
like to
her.
see her tapes.
God damn, dude, this guy was such an old perv.
By the way, we're setting records. Another teacher got busted for just this past week for I want to say threesome or foursome. It was in the news. I think she was in Idaho. Which one? Look up the news. Another one. Well, there's one in the Bronx. I saw that one.
Yeah, but those are
threesome.
always-
That one. Teacher allegedly arranged threesome with schoolgirl and mom.
Wait, and it was a dude that pulled this?
No, I think this was a girl, right? Oh,
No,
wait.
that guy.
Oh, that guy.
this
Yeah.
guy pulled it.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, if you do it with a parent, I mean, they get consent,
Parent-
right?
Yeah, it's like they had the field trip form. They had to sign.
Yeah, I mean,
You go, listen, before I suck and fuck you and your daughter, you
yeah.
sign off.
I mean, you can bring your kid to a rated R movie if you're there, right?
Exactly.
That's a whole new, bring your parent to
Yeah,
school
so
day.
I don't know.
There's absolutely a slimy lawyer that's like, we got this. It's called the permission slip.
This
defense.
is like in Wisconsin. If you're underage, if your parent is there, you can drink. Do you know about this?
What?
In Wisconsin.
It's kind of like local, not a law, but like people just go with it. You're allowed to drink minors under this age are allowed to consume alcohol as long as they are accompanied by a parent, legal guardian, or spouse of legal drinking age in Wisconsin. It is a law.
Damn, dude. They
So-
have. That's basically like training wheels for booze.
100%.
They're like, hey, I let go back a block ago. You've been blacked
You're
out.
good to go, buddy. Just keep pedaling.
Thanks, Dad. Yeah, dude, Wisconsin would be the state that does that.
100%. But we used to go up there when I'd go with my parents to like Irish Fest, and we go to a bar, and it always felt like we were getting away with something. But the bartenders were like, "What are you looking at? What do you want?" Like, one of the beers, and they're like, "Okay, which one?"
How old are you?
And I was like 17, 18.
So you're already drinking.
Well, yeah, but never in a bar. If we got into a bar, it's because we knew someone whose uncle owned it, who was just a degenerate blackout. He would just sit at the end of the bar, and he's like, "Just make sure none of you guys drive, okay?"
You guys wouldn't have wanted me around in high school getting drunk, man.
Were you drinking in high school?
I got super gay.
He was a meth head in high school, dude.
I would get so gay, dude.
Tell him
Wait,
you did meth in high
Bobbie,
school.
you do meth in high school?
I did meth at 11.
What?
Well, that's when you can get it, when you're about 10 or 11.
Yeah.
That's
Where
when
I
you
come
start
from, that's
understanding society.
Yeah.
Wait, but what is that? Because at 11, you still have child energy. You know, you still have like, I want to go do that. And then with meth, did you shoot to the moon?
No, my dad was always going to come in, so I had to prepare myself.
Oh, no, you did paranoid meth?
Paranoid
Yeah.
meth.
He's coming. Oh, yeah, Bobby.
Who gave you the meth?
My dad. No.
It's like,
What happened was one day because from Minnesota to San Diego, it was like when I was 10 or whatever,
Sure.
and then we moved to the suburbs, Green Valley.
okay.
Beautiful.
You know what you get in the suburbs is good meth. Dude.
You get
You
drugs.
get the best. You
Yeah,
get the best
real
meth.
drugs.
You get bored kids doing drugs.
With this.
And it was the
Lot
first
of
time I
paper.
ever saw a Filipino kid, you know what I mean, with mustache. They had full-grown mustache at 11 or 12.
Yeah,
Do you know
really
that?
do.
Yeah. It was insane.
They really do. They
Yeah,
come
right.
in
And
and
they're
go,
deep boys.
But they can't grow
Well, they-
beards. They
yeah,
can
they
grow
can't-
the
yeah,
mustache.
yeah,
their bodies are hairless, but their
Their
upper lip,
upper lip is insane.
from the time
Right.
they're born.
And there was a kid, he flipped over a skateboard, and he was doing a line. He must have been like 5 years older than me.
You thought it was coke?
No, I didn't know what it was, but I remember going, I was in so much pain. I just remember just being in so much pain.
Like sad and
Yeah, I mean, my parents were so violent. I got all Fs on my report card. They thought I had Down syndrome. They thought I was Riri's.
yeah.
And I just walked across the street and I go, can I have some?
And
I
the kid
just
was
knew
like,
that it was a drug. I knew that it was going to change the way I felt.
You see
And
that, kids?
stop.
If you're doing bad in school,
just your drugs.
little bump will do you.
Yeah.
Just a little bump will do you.
A little
Yeah.
bump will do ya.
But anyway, but in high school, if we got
Funny.
drunk, I would probably try some stuff with you guys.
Really? When you get drunk, you'd be like, just kiss me, you fool.
He did all that stuff all the time.
I did that all the time.
Did any of your friends take you up on the offer?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah,
was
San Diego. Have you ever
yeah.
been down there?
Yeah, dude.
Everybody's
Dude,
pansexual.
Oh, it's
Lucy.
pan-
Oh,
That's
Lucy,
Pan
Lucy
City,
down there.
dude.
Dude, Pan.
That's Pan City down there.
Panama.
Now, let me say something. If the women back then, now it's like being an Asian.
Dude,
high
you
school,
would have been killing
I would
it.
just be
they're like bodies.
right in the party, walking in like this, right?
Yeah.
And the women.
Did you ever have a friend do it and then like call you the next day and be like, "Hey, don't fucking tell anybody"?
Oh no!
No.
There was a you know.
Code of
No.
conduct.
Well, you look at each other when
So
the
you guys
cum
would
comes
do
out. We
you
look
do
at each
the
other like.
you do the predator. You go, you son of a bitch! I just came in your mouth. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Do you still talk to any of those guys that you hooked up with from high school?
I didn't. You were drunk, so it's like no one
It's a hookup.
knows.
He's right. It is a hookup.
It is a hookup. I didn't say you dated
It's not a
them.
hookup.
It's a hookup.
How is that not a hookup?
It's a
Hey,
drunk
fuck
hookup.
you, dude.
What's a
sorry.
hookup? Google what is hooking up.
It's a hookup.
That's the same. That is a hookup. You hooked up.
And then now their wives are like, "So you guys went to high school together?" And you're like,
That's why he's never been to a
"Yeah."
reunion. He cannot face those. Being intimate, sexual with someone without being in a committed relationship with them. That's a hookup, buddy.
That's a hookup, dude.
So you hooked up.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. You were get yours.
You said a hookup. You don't like it.
No, it doesn't say anything about that.
Yeah.
Felix had nothing to do with it.
No, it doesn't mean.
Yeah,
listen,
yeah.
if you eat a meal, it doesn't mean if it's good or bad. You still ate a meal.
Go.
Hey,
Oh,
yeah,
that's true.
You've eaten a lot of meals.
You're a hungry
I
boy.
feel like I'm being bullied right now.
You're
Okay.
not.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right, so back up.
Let's bring this down.
Okay, back up.
I just
All
want to tell you right now, Bobbie.
Yeah.
I find this very.
Do you really?
I swear to God.
Yeah.
And I think if I would have been doing meth, I might have been tossing out some HJs.
I wasn't doing meth at the time when I was
I
doing that
doubt it.
stuff.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
You're not an HJ guy.
You don't.
You
think
would
so?
do meth and go build something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or,
Soder's out building a shed again.
or I go teach me a different fighting
What's an
style.
SJ?
Huh? HJ.
Hey, what's an HJ?
Well,
hand job.
guy?
Suck job
Are
or
you
hand job.
you a hand job guy?
The first time I got a hand job, I almost said, "Please stop it."
Really?
It was so uncomfortable.
Oh, well, yeah.
Just
How young were
yanking
you?
and pulling.
From
When I
a
was
guy
like
or girl?
15.
From a guy or girl?
It's almost always been a girl for me.
These odds are going to throw you off. Just women.
Can we start from the beginning?
Yeah, and Bobbie, I still...
Look, I just feel like,
What?
can we just...
Bobbie, you're...
Okay. But can I just say something? I was highly sexual. You have to understand, being a Korean dude in
Yeah.
the 80s back then...
What do you mean? Everybody was highly sexual when they're 15.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody.
I'm just saying, in the 80s back then, they just didn't... No girls liked guys that looked like me.
Well, no. It's because of where you lived. You live in an affluent
In
white
the
San
80s
Diego.
Okay, whatever.
You would have killed
Also-
it up here.
I would have killed it in Korea, maybe.
Yeah.
You're San Francisco, Los
San Francisco,
Angeles?
yes.
Maybe.
What do you think was the biggest deterrent for girls when you were young?
With me?
Yeah.
Maybe because I was 3'2".
Were there any,
That
did,
could
you
have
ever,
been one.
did you ever go hunting for small women? Did you ever see, like, did a small
We
girl...
didn't have the noms. We didn't have the Viets.
Wait, so no,
I was
they're
looking
never...
for the Viets, dude. I
Even-
wore the fucking military hat. I was out there, Charlie.
Here
I'm out there.
What about
Nothing.
a tiny white?
No,
Tiny
the
white.
tiny whites they don't like you.
See, you should have had Agent Orange with you. I would have taken him down for
With
you.
Agent Orange. I made a trail and everything, dude.
Oh my God,
Dude, I
that
did a
would
Ho
have
Chi
been
Minh Trail and
fantastic.
everything. Dude. Well, no, be real, dude.
You think because of your height was the biggest deterrent?
Also, I'm weird.
Yeah, let's do that.
And I'm gonna tell you right
I'm a
now,
weird guy.
I was a tall.
Hey,
I was.
I fucked up. My personality, I fucked up.
I was a tall weird. I was a tall weird, and they didn't like me.
You see?
They did not. They were like, "You're
We were
weird."
weirder.
Yeah, but you were an athlete.
I sucked. I wasn't. I
Yeah,
never
by
got pussy
proxy
from-
though, girls did just think you're tall and attractive.
I'm
and
an
you-
athlete.
Yeah.
Well, I was on the tennis team and wrestling team. That's not
pretty
athletic.
Well, the wrestling team though, the problem with that is those guys are so hardcore about wrestling. That's all they can think and talk about all day.
Yeah.
Football players, basketball players, all they're thinking about is girls.
And
wrestling
the
guys,
shitty basketball players and the shitty football players, a la me.
Yeah.
We're playing the sport, but we're also concentrating on where are we gonna get fucked up. This
Yeah,
weekend?
where we're gonna get fucked up.
We
Now-
were the guy. I was the guy that was like, "Where are you gonna get beer?" And you're like, "I got beer. Don't worry." We're
You know,
gonna-"
you turn to me.
Yeah,
We're
I
on the
come to me.
bench.
But being weird, it stops you from getting pussy.
Thank you.
But
It
now,
really does.
but now, Short King thing. This is a new thing, dude. All over the internet.
You're in your element right now, dude.
You couldn't shine anymore. Short King. Look up Short Kings, dude.
Short kings are all over the place. They're having short king parties.
What?
Yeah.
Just for you guys?
They're having parties with dudes not above 5'7", and the girls are all like above 5'10".
Whoa.
Do you want to go to one of these, bud?
Dude, look up short king parties. Let's get you a fucking tall queen, dude.
Listen, Fred. You don't think I fuck good?
First of all,
I know. Hold on. Don't come
No,
over here with
hey,
that.
pal.
Don't come over here with
Let me
that.
say something right.
I think you
Listen,
fuck
pal,
great.
dude. You don't think I fuck good?
You little
Let me say something right
hummingbird.
now, dude. I'm doing fine.
I think you're
All
doing
right.
great.
In the
Short
hey,
king
pal,
parties.
pal. In the last 30 years, dude, I've been in the game, dude. All right? I don't know what you're trying to accuse me of, dude.
I'm not accusing you of anything.
Listen, all right, I met you a couple of weeks ago. Your tone is different.
You know what? I love you.
Yeah,
And
I know,
can't make-
and
let me tell you something.
We've
right?
never really talked before. Last week we talked. You're different right now, dude.
Let me tell you right now, Bobbie.
And you're
don't
ganging
do
up on
this.
me bullying.
I'm
Bobbie?
not doing
Yeah,
anything.
yeah,
Bobbie,
all of you are against me.
Let me tell you right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
We had a lovely lunch last week.
You and I?
Yeah.
One of the best.
One of the best
You
lunches.
pooed.
I did poo.
Yeah,
And
but it was good.
And you washed my back
I did.
like a real friend.
Wait a minute. Mid lunch, you went to the bathroom,
After lunch.
Yeah, yeah.
I
And
and then
processed
why did
it.
you wash his back?
Well, he didn't watch. He watched my back.
Wash his back. What are you fucking? I'm not gay, dude.
Yeah, dude. What are you getting?
Let's rewind the tape. Let's rewind this
Yeah,
tape
yeah,
on this
yeah.
podcast.
Anyway,
Bobby, but
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
but I was saying, I because we had such a lovely lunch, I want you to do even better than before
That's
when I
right.
meet you. And I'm saying right now, I know you're doing great.
Yeah.
But how much better you if you show up at a short king party? You're the man.
Look at
You're
that.
the man at this
I wanna
short
see a
king
Short
party.
king
Short king
function.
party,
Men under 5'8", and the dates have to be over 5'10". This is amazing.
I love this. This is Dana White matchmaking.
Now look at yourself. Could you imagine yourself with these fellas right here?
I like these guys. Pretty good
Let's press
energy.
play on that. Let's see what they got going on. These guys. Oh hell yeah!
Okay.
Look at all these girls are tall.
And a lot of times, tall girls are hot, but they're tall, so like men are like, yeah, you big
They're
bitch."
intimidated by
Yeah.
it. By the way, this is my favorite thing about short king parties.
Yeah.
All the girls have their arms wrapped around the guys. Like they have their arm resting on
Yeah.
a man's shoulder.
Because they've
Well,
been waiting.
I've always dated girls 5'8" or taller.
You've never dated a short girl?
No, and can I say this too? And this is a little science. When you're laying down, I think it's because their lengths are usually in the legs.
Yeah.
So torsos aren't really that much longer. So it seems like you're making love to somebody that's your size.
Right.
Yeah. And then when you're laying down, it feels same.
Feels the same.
Exactly the same. I mean, I have to do a little bit of
But if he goes down there, it takes him a long time to get back.
Yeah,
up.
I have to like when I want to kiss him, I have to stretch my neck a little bit.
You gotta pull up.
Yeah.
We just got to buy you one of
So
those
I'm down like
Joe
this.
Rogan neck stretchers.
When I make it look, her neck is right here, and then I go, I want to kiss.
You go.
Yeah, I have to do that. I have to, yeah.
I get that.
To get some breath. You're in the ocean.
Yeah.
You're stretching your leg.
Let me get a kiss.
Yeah.
Just keeping your head above water.
Like Das Boot. Das Boot. I have to do a Das Boot. You know what Das Boot is?
No.
You've never heard of Das Boot?
No, but I want to find out what Das Boot is.
Das Boot is a movie.
Yeah.
Right? It's one of the best movies ever made.
It's pretty good.
It's a German movie. Was it Russian or German? I think it's German.
German, Das Boot.
Das Boot. Have you seen Das Boot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great movie, right?
Yeah, Wolfgang Peterson.
There's a lot
Who
of
is it?
scenes of
Wolfgang Peterson is the
there's a lot of scenes of them trying to survive.
That's you fucking.
Yeah, that's me fucking. Yeah,
You stop booting bitches.
Yeah. Front seat.
I saw
Who
that.
gets that? Jack Nicholson and this guy.
Celtic Court.
I wouldn't be able to get in the building.
Jack Nicholson.
I
Are
wouldn't
you
even
just saying that because of The Departed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson's really white. He pulled you.
Yeah. And Matt Damon, right?
That's right.
And Leo, right?
Yeah,
They
right.
go to the Celtic
They
Court,
only
right?
go
in
to
Boston,
Celtics
right?
games, yeah.
I couldn't get in the building.
I don't.
And if I
believe
do,
that.
I'm the top row with the hand, with the finger.
I don't
he's the
believe.
You know what I mean? Going rah rah rah. You know what I mean?
Thank you. By the
Thank
way.
you so
I
much.
don't
You know
believe
it's
that
bullshit.
to be true. Yeah.
He-
Oh,
believe
I'd
you
have to
could
buy
go
a
anywhere.
ticket. There's no connections I have, and that's the truth.
Do you think that they feel a little bit like what's that term? Like negged or whatever? Like they're trying so hard to, have you be part of their friend group, and you're rejecting it so much.
No, I
They
never get
just
invited. That's
keep on-
insane. That's
Carlos,
crazy. That's crazy talk.
Validate that.
Is that kind of what happens?
Be real.
Yes.
Be real, Carlos, or I'll get mad.
No, don't. And
Look
don't
at it. He's
don't
like
use
a
that as
deer in headlights.
No, because you're gaslighting him right now. Let him answer his own fucking question. Does he try? Does what Schultz just said? Does he try when people are like blah 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 blah? Does he try to push away from that?
Yeah, because
Yes.
the more famous you are on the show, the faster he'll come back here and hang, something he never does.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you push away.
I don't push away.
You push away.
I escape.
Okay.
Two different things.
Okay, dude, you get it.
You know what I mean? Let me ask you something. If you're in Auschwitz, would you be digging holes?
Wait, what?
I think that's a wrong terminology.
You wanna
if you're in
try-
a Japanese internment camp,
There it is.
Yeah. That's it. If you're on a Japanese internment camp, right?
Yeah.
I'd be the Japanese going. I have to.
Do you know how they made sure there were just Japanese in there?
They looked at the penises.
No.
Okay, that's what I did.
But I was asking a friend of mine whose grandparents were in the camps. And,
George Takai? Who was it?
Japanese dude.
Okay.
And I was just like, how did they because I feel back in the day it was a little more loose, right?
Oh,
It was
yeah.
just,
Oh, yeah.
They kind of
Round him up.
in there.
You're right.
Oh, you think there's a guy there going, I Chinese?
Well, wouldn't you?
Hello, I Chinese.
Wouldn't you?
Is that not the first thing?
Look at the teeth. Right? Maybe.
By the way, that's a great movie, an escape story of a guy
Yeah.
who got
Pretends
out,
to be
pretended
other
be
I Chinese.
It's called I
Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just a Korean guy being super racist to other Asians.
No, he's an American. He's an American. He doesn't even have an accent.
Right.
But he survives. You know what I mean?
By
the Pearl
being other-
Harbor.
yeah,
you know what I mean?
I Chinese.
I Chinese.
I
Right.
Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when he's older, maybe the LA riots. He's an old man. I Chinese.
Gets out of all.
It's a whole. It's an epic.
Tell us what your guy said.
So I asked him, I was like, how did they figure it out? They must have just lumped them all in there and whatever. And
Probably the last names, Andrew.
no, well, how would that matter?
And they would, yeah. What are you talking about? They also probably wouldn't ask their fucking name.
No, they're just looking at you and you look fucking Japanese and they throw you in.
Oh, what's your name? I'm Frank Wong.
Sounds good. Get in there.
No,
get in there. That's what
Jay
I'm
wouldn't do that.
That
Dude, look at me.
absolutely
Yeah,
would
yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
I'm border. I'm the.
Oh, all right, okay.
Hey, what's your name, pal?
Excuse me. Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What the fuck I do here?
Oh. You're with the other Japanese guys. Go
But-
get in line.
But listen to with your ear, right? I Chinese.
Prove it.
Zip.
This guy's Chinese.
That's how it would go. I would show my dick.
So he goes, oh yeah, they just spoke to him in other Asian languages, and if they couldn't speak back, they knew that they were Japanese.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, whoa, that is way easier.
That's way.
That's like the easiest thing.
Oh wait, because the Japanese knew English.
No, they would speak to the Japanese guy in Korean, and if he couldn't speak back, they'd be like, oh, that's a fucking...
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
a good, clever way of doing it.
Yeah, it isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just rounding you up.
Yeah. But what if it's like a
Me and
Japanese?
Santino are giving the job to round up all the Japanese people. Like, this is going to be fucking Japanese.
So easy.
Yeah, but my argument against that is there was something because Japanese have been part of America for so long.
A lot of them didn't even speak Japanese.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, some of them were second generation Asians.
Dude, my friend's parents didn't speak Japanese. And then after
only
that,
English.
it stopped. Like, they stopped entirely.
Yeah,
Because that's how you end up in camps.
and that's what happened to George Takei.
Yeah.
George Takei,
right.
as a kid,
Yeah.
right? He was Japanese though.
But he was in a camp as a kid.
He
So
was
they
in
got
the
it
camp
right.
as a kid.
They got it right.
yeah, they nailed it.
But then
on
he got
that.
Star Trek.
Right. Like,
Then he got Star Trek. I think it's even.
Well, we gave him Star Trek to make up
that's
for
the
what
reparation.
we did.
That's your 48.
TV star. That's good. That's, yeah, yeah.
40 episodes. That's what you got. 40 episodes.
Yeah.
episodes of the mule.
Let me ask you about the baby.
Yes, talk to me.
How many do you have now?
Yeah, I got
Still one.
Yeah, still.
I was talking to Kalila earlier.
never
today,
enough.
And I asked her.
Never enough.
Right? It can't just
Endless
be
bucket.
Congrats on
Nope.
what? Yeah, yeah. Go
Call
on.
him when you get to
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yeah,
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 yeah. I thought we're past that.
yeah.
You know how I feel about it.
Yeah. How do you feel?
I don't like it.
Hates it.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
is a bully.
Yeah.
He's really
I'm
good
not a
at
bully.
bullying.
That's
Thank you.
insane.
And it's darts.
Thank you.
It's not.
He's
It's,
like,
it's insane.
you're dangerous.
Fuck you. It's insane.
Because you're so fun and silly, and then it's just a fucking sniper
Sniper.
shot. Yeah. Even this right here, whatever that move was.
yeah, it was.
That was
me
bullying.
deflecting.
Don't do this, Carlo. It's trying to troll you right now.
Oh, that feels
that's-
like we're
dude,
just
you're
kinda
fired,
piling
dude.
on.
Bro, you,
Yeah, I don't never stick a penis in my butthole.
That's
No,
not a-
no, that's not what it is.
Oh, that what is it?
Anyway, let's just move off.
No, when they
Yeah,
put it,
yeah,
when
yeah,
they
yeah.
put it,
Yeah.
when a girl puts on a dildo and they fuck you from behind.
No.
No.
What's that
no,
called?
No, fun. There's, no,
It's called fun. It's called fun.
It's a fun time.
That's, oh yeah,
It's a
yeah.
great fun time.
I got the word. Is your baby the love of your life?
Yes, it's,
Undoubtedly.
It's every cliche you could ever imagine. It almost like I understand like why comics do the joke about like how annoying their kids are,
Yeah.
and it's because it's the only take that is counter what we all feel.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's- you know how you could take the other angle? Like, we all do this comedically, right?
Yeah, yeah,
How I
yeah.
take the angle that's not there and then find a way to justify it. The feelings you have for your kid are so unbelievably hacky
Yeah.
that you feel unoriginal. Like, it's every possible cliche. And
Wow.
our whole life, we're trying to have a unique take about things. And then you look at the kid and you're like, oh, my kid is the best laugh ever.
Right.
And it is.
Of course.
Oh right.
And I wonder if it's just for me.
Do you have a son or daughter?
Well,
I have a
is.
daughter.
Oh, wow.
It's made up in you. It's made up of your DNA, so it does something.
It must biologically
the chemicals do something
Yeah,
for
yeah,
you.
It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Well, because it's like when you meet someone who has an ugly baby,
yeah, they don't know that
they have
shit.
no idea.
Oh,
And that's
I'm so
it's
glad
chemical.
you said that.
That's chemical. They really don't fucking know.
I'm so glad because I've seen some uggos.
Yeah, yeah.
We have a friend.
And I say
we have
it.
a friend that has an ugly baby, and you know,
Tight on the way out, though, they say that.
oh yeah,
What's tight on the way? The pussy?
Because and the baby's head kind of gets
It's smushed.
warped. Yeah,
it's a compliment to the wife
Yeah.
to have an ugly baby.
my wife had a C-section, so it was fucking
Why
Came
can't
out
you-
perfect,
You know what? Why can't they just go feet first?
what like a slide,
bro. Bro,
Yeah,
the funniest thing about anatomy.
What?
Why can't they just go feet first?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, can you come out feet first? Babies are upside down. You know that.
I
right?
know, but
You're gonna flip them in there.
hear my thinking, dude.
Get tongs in there like you're barbecuing.
Yeah, I'll walk. I'll do the whole thing.
Walk,
Yeah,
walk.
yeah. I'll just make
Walk that baby.
Yeah, fried noodle it. But what I would do is because when the feet comes out in the body, it stretches the vagina.
No, the head does
The
that,
head does.
and then the shoulders do that.
But want to loosen it up. If you put head first,
Yeah.
it's tighter.
Yeah.
If you put feet out first, it'll loosen it up. No.
I get your point.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Man, they should. I can't believe you're not a doctor.
yeah.
Like, what were they thinking not hiring you?
I don't know the. I don't know. I'm
No,
not
I'm saying you're
medicine man.
saying like that's the answer. You think like fucking all these years. Of
Okay, fine. God.
Do you want kids, Bobbie?
the biggest insult to an Asian guy is to say he's not doctoral. You just don't have it in you, man.
I do want them.
Yeah.
One.
Okay.
And I will have one.
Good.
Yes, you will.
I got to find the person though.
You'll be a great papa too.
And it's difficult. It's been difficult, Andrew.
What's your thing? You get behind it.
Yeah, I get behind the
Korean
condom.
I ever seen.
You've been going in there almost 2 hours. I've been calling since I've been here.
Might be stopped up. What's wrong with the house phone? You rush a man out of the restaurant.
No, Jonathan, I've been here since 8 o'clock. Look at it, got the 9:30. You till 8 to 9:30, he ain't got there. Shit. No, he not in the bathroom. No, he ain't in the bathroom here. 2 hours? Hey, shit.
Wait, watch when she calls.
Rocky, call me. I've been calling you. I don't know where you at. Shit. That motherfucking ass was probably in the fishes. Shit.
I love her. I love her.
That motherfucker's out there fishing and shit.
Yeah. But what was the exercise?
What is it?
Let's just talk about something completely different.
What do you want to talk about? Bring
Mrs.
it
Kim
up.
in the Hood.
What?
That's Mrs. Kim in the Hood. They said she makes the best collard greens. Oh, you want to talk about butterflies, buddy? You know this guy.
Yeah. All right. So I was before the hurricane. I've been out on my patio and just in the sun.
Sure.
Right. There's a lot of butterflies out.
Yeah.
Okay. And what I realized is that butterflies, they fly together and they do a dance.
Oh, they're mating.
Is
You
that
brought
what it
back
is?
sex, dude.
When they're flying in tandem, they're mating.
What did you do?
Yeah, you brought it right
We
back.
were not supposed to talk
Oh,
about
shit.
sex, and you're over here birds and bees in
How
it?
do you know? Couldn't that
Because
be
why
their-
are they flying? Were they in an aerial
Couldn't
show?
they be in their own Studio 54, like
No.
boom, 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 and they're just fucking
and,
dancing?
and what did they do at Studio 54? They danced so they could go fuck. I see what you're saying.
Oh, fuck, you're right. Okay. Let's talk.
Taking the air out of my chair, dude.
Okay.
Look at them fucking, dude. That's butterfly porn.
They do fuck then, butterflies?
Everything does, buddy.
Dude, one of my favorite moments ever.
Like a dad.
One of my
do?
favorite
Everything
moments.
fucks little guy.
Yeah.
Seventh grade, the toughest kid in my neighborhood, David Clark.
It's always first name, last name. David Clark.
He would always talk shit to the teacher. We were in Mr. Coons' science class. And he, first off, got kicked out one day for just putting he got bored, so he started putting Carmex on his shaved head.
No.
Yeah, and he goes, I thought it'd be funny. And then one day, he was like a big kid.
Yeah.
This is before he got sent to military school. He's just sitting in science class, and he goes, hey, Mr. Coons, we were learning about mosses, the moss and stuff. He goes, hey, Mr. Coons, how do mosses fuck like that? And everyone was like, and he's like, get the hell out of here! And we were like,
Legitimate question.
legitimate science question. And
Yeah.
he was saying that. He was leaving. He goes, I'm sorry, that's a science question. That technically is a science question. And I
Sometimes
really,
those kids-
as an adult, I'm like, if you phrased it different,
Yeah.
it's a great
You'd
question.
have stayed in the class.
Yeah.
But that's a story of our whole lives. Guys like us was like, man, you should have just done it a different way. I know what you were trying to do. But
Yeah.
That's why you think you're funny.
Can I
because
tell you-
always go the other way.
Because he kicked him out, and then he went, now, reproductive-wise. And you're like, so you're going to answer the question. He asked an honest question.
You just have to get there the right way. That was the thing. I could never do that in school.
Me neither.
That's why that's why comics,
Yeah.
we always were trying to find the tricky, funny way to do the thing, to get away with it. Because even though we knew, we were
Yeah.
smart enough to go, I know this is going to get me in trouble, but it's going to be great. And then I'm going to tell my parents, I just drew a dick and gave it to the health teacher. It was just a dick. They gave us pictures of dicks.
I got suspended in 7th grade because we were learning about onomatopoeias and acronyms. And I was just doing like wild onomatopoeia acronyms, like splat. And I would like write out like a crazy shit. And my teacher was like, what is this? It was like aliens barfing on this. I was just like, ooh-ah. And I like write this like crazy ass shit. And they were like, we got to suspend you. You can't be writing that. And then my mom was like, technically you did the assignment correctly.
Yeah, you did it.
Like,
Yeah.
What do you want me to do, lady?
so can
Okay. I don't want to know the specifics, but is your dad a doctor?
No.
What does your dad do?
He builds houses.
Architect.
No, contractor.
Oh, contract. My bad.
Yeah.
Handyman, contractor, architect,
Did your mother work?
Janitor, custodian,
president.
fix-it boy.
Blue collar.
Not a collar at all, in fact. Probably T-shirts, if I'm being honest.
No collar.
No
No collar.
No collars.
Did
No
your
collars.
Did your mother work?
No.
What did she do?
She would be really mad if she heard me say that, though.
Oh,
Because she raised you.
She did.
And that's work.
And it's work.
a lot of work.
To
I think a lot of work.
raise her?
I think so.
Yeah.
To raise me or people in general. Just me.
You specifically.
Is
yeah.
momming a job?
Of course. What?
Well, you have that job, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a mommy?
Why do you talk like that?
Did you like work?
Is it a mommy?
I can't believe people enjoy listening to you guys.
Oh, and vice versa.
Yeah.
If I may.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. We know why you're popular. We like you a lot. We've considered you the third bad friend. And we also are huge fans of yours. And also, can I just say something? You know, we normally probably wouldn't do other people's podcasts. We generally try. I do a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot, but
You do everybody's.
I do everybody's. But
It's
when you asked,
You and Mark Normand are in the race for who can do more.
I know.
Hey,
But when-
I'll do it.
yeah,
Sign
but
me
when
up.
you asked, I was like, well, can I ask you a question, though? Because you asked me way before, like 6 months before I actually did it. So what the fuck happened? You text me and you go, or you DM me, you going, can you do my podcast? I'm going to come over Friday. Friday comes around, you're a no-show. And then I don't hear from you for 6 months
true.
later.
It wasn't a no-show. I texted you and said sorry.
To me, that's no-shows.
That's not.
Okay, you were a show.
I texted
you texted me.
I didn't just like ghost you.
I know, but it was an hour before.
Yeah.
An hour before.
Was it?
Yeah, before
I
you
don't
came to my.
think so.
Yes. An hour before you came to my, I was like, I'm not coming.
Do you want an apology?
No, I want to know what happened.
Tyga had to do it that day.
You got bumped for Tyga.
May I ask you a serious question?
Mm-hmm.
Who did better numbers?
I mean, the audio downloads.
Tyga did.
Tyga's audio downloads are going to be better than yours for sure.
Okay.
Click on her profile picture, her photo. There you go. Videos.
Yeah, videos.
Go down to Tyga. All right, so Bobbie's at what? What does it say? 1.8 million right there with his leg spread?
1.9.
1.9.
Thank you, Pete.
Where's Tyga?
Right there at 5 million.
Okay, he wins.
Yeah.
He did.
That hurt so bad.
It was.
No, the whole thing hurt. But the TikTok views were pretty good for me.
Yeah.
I saw a clip. It got like 55 million or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did have a clip that did that.
So for 6 months, then you're like, okay, I'm going to do Tyga, and then for 6 months you were gone.
Yeah.
In that 6 months, you didn't think of me,
No, I did.
but you were like, probably not.
I actually thought you were really mean and I wasn't looking forward to meeting you. But Rick Glassman assured me that you were nice in real life.
There's a guy you should always listen to.
Yeah.
What's your opinion now?
Not much has changed. I don't know.
So
You scare me a little.
Wow.
it's my
What was your opinion of me before you met me and then after?
Truly, I had no opinion of you before.
Good.
people
slate.
generally don't.
I had heard of.
I'll be honest.
People don't have an opinion of me before?
Generally don't, and then when they meet you, they kind of do, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, well, yours is usually negative.
No, it's positive.
She just said she thought you were an asshole, and then she met you, and it was confirmed.
But she had an opinion. I think it's better to have an opinion than not having an opinion before.
You should have less opinions, is how I feel.
You know, you're acting strange today, dude.
What is it you think?
You didn't sleep well or something.
Did not.
I know, I can tell
I
by
was
your
up
face.
all night. I was worried about this interview.
Yeah, me too.
All night. I woke up 4 times to pee thinking,
What are we going to do?
what are we going to talk to this fucking goon about?
Yeah.
And I didn't get any sleep, and now I... What was your opinion after we met?
You're lovely.
Am I?
Yeah.
We got on pretty well.
So
Let me ask you...
wait, no, stop.
I want to move on.
Can I ask one more and then we'll move on?
Because yours haven't been... There's been no good questions out of you so far.
Am
I wrong?
Can we back this up or no?
I like the flower question.
Yo, that one was a fucking home run. Way to go, Pete.
Okay.
The flower
Thank you, Pete.
question?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, it's called Nature's Beauty. You don't know about Nature's Beauty, dude?
You're on fire today. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
So, your opinion of Andrew after you met him, is your opinion stronger about him than your opinion about me after that we met?
Is the love you have for me more than the hate you have for Bobbie?
I don't think that came out smooth.
I just
That
said.
came out weird. That came out weird.
Is that how you meant it?
Is the love for me bigger than the hate for Bobbie?
That's how I meant it. Yeah.
It's like a tie.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, that's good. Where'd you go
Huh?
to get that? Creation?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, go.
What are you plugging creation? What the fuck is going on with you today? What is going on with you?
Dude, even you saying this right now, you would never ask what's going on with me.
I don't like it. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever you're doing right now, stop it.
I had a bad.
You're trying to brag in front of her or something.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're changing your thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, ow. That hurt.
Is this normally how your podcast goes?
Yes.
You talk to each other while your guest watches?
Oh, do you want to?
Yeah, let's not compare podcasts.
Yeah, let's not do this.
Because yours.
Yeah, there we go.
Your little girls.
You're a little girl.
Your 2 kids.
Oh no, I mean, not,
Uh-huh.
Your children.
Yes.
I have a real question.
Okay.
Slow down.
dude, I'm this close.
To what? To what? Honestly, to what? Leaving?
Not leaving, but like really having
having it
a
out
hoe
with me?
down with you.
Okay, let's hoe down then.
What? You got to sleep better.
I know.
And you had a good set last night.
No.
You're delusional, dude.
Bobby.
Yes.
Put your phone down right
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys are
Dude, you know what's so funny with you?
What is your question?
No, I have a question.
Yeah.
With your little ears sticking out like that, you look like a wood elf.
Thank you.
Like from the movies.
You're gonna look up what that is.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna show it.
You
to
really look like a wood elf right
show
now
it to
me.
the fans there.
That's a nice look.
What would her wood elf name be?
Huh?
What would her name be?
There we go. That's her.
Thank you.
Bingalow
Stevens.
Bingalow Steven.
Yeah. Your wood elf name is Bingalow Stevens.
Thank you.
And you live in the deep forest.
Sounds good.
Yeah. In that mythological world, what do you think I would be?
A troll.
A little troll.
I'm a little troll or a big troll?
Big troll.
Okay. Fuck you.
Big troll.
Fuck you, dude.
I have to ask. I want to know. This is a question because I think about this a lot. My buddy has 3 girls. When the girls reference their father, what do they call him?
Dad.
Dad or daddy?
Daddy.
They say daddy.
Yeah.
I just feel like I don't, if I ever have a daughter, I don't want, do you want your daughter to call you daddy?
That's not weird. Don't make it weird.
Yeah.
You could do papa, pop.
That's weirder.
How is pop or papa or poppy weirder than daddy?
Daddy's only weird because
Daddy's what Puerto Ricans call everybody.
Don't spank me, daddy.
See?
No.
It's weird.
That's not how it
it's
goes.
weird that you're.
It just sounds weird. You know what I mean?
I don't like.
I'll do my homework, daddy. Right. Doesn't it sound weird?
I don't like daddy.
Yeah, I don't like daddy
like-
either.
it
I think
grosses
it's
me.
cute.
Yeah.
Why is it?
Why?
Then
It's just
why?
Sweet.
But then how come it transfers over into adulthood? And
People do that to like everything.
go do it again. Do it to something else. Nice try.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice fucking try.
Someone
no
will
one
help
goes.
me out.
No adult male goes, "Mommy," you'd fucking throw up on sight. If I walked into a friend's house and he was like,
That sounds like a
"Mommy, can we
problem.
have?"
Mamacita.
You're in America.
Yeah. Also, shut the
Shut the
fuck
fuck
up right
up.
now, dude.
No, see what I'm saying though? Daddy transfers into adult language.
Appa.
I
It's like
don't-
a problem
Appa is Korean.
Appa, but
society.
How does Appa sound?
Appa's great.
Yeah.
Appa and Oma.
I'll do my homework, Appa.
You ruined it already.
What do you think?
Well, I know you don't do your homework, so I think that's it. You're definitely
Yeah.
getting spanked.
Anyway.
It's Appa and Oma, right?
Yeah. Dude, you're so bilingual. Hi. That's
Oma.
high six Japanese, but anyway.
Mm.
Did you know what kind of Asian I am? You know? Wait. You don't know what kind of Asian I am. Do you care? No.
What's your favorite ethnic food?
Mexican
Oh, you like it?
What dish do you get? What Mexican dish do you get?
tamales.
Oh,
Oosh. Basic. What?
do you think the word basic would apply to you genuinely or no?
No.
Because it's not a negative connotated thing. Basic is kind of nice. I'd say I'm basic.
Yeah, I would say the same.
Thank you.
I'm complex.
You are.
You are.
You
Very
are.
complex.
You know what
That's
I am?
not.
Diverse.
I'm 2 shifts away from the Rubik's Cube being solved, and you're when all the colors are fucking all over the place, which is beautiful. It's not a bad thing.
I disagree.
Okay.
I'm already solved. All the colors on one, all the right sides.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yes.
Do you really think you're a cohesive thing?
Yeah, but then I mix
You're
it up
a
myself.
fucking nightmare. Right. You fuck it up every morning.
But in the morning, it's back to the same colors.
Right. It's like a movie.
Yeah.
Right. Like every day you fuck up all this shit and then overnight it somehow everything fixes it. You know why? Because everybody else is doing it for you. Someone comes in the room
Bro,
at night,
I swear to
fixes
fuck, you're
your
dude.
Rubik.
I'm telling you right. But when will you stop doing stand up? You think what age?
65 if I'm lucky.
When they do not buy another ticket.
I'll be done at 60, 65.
What do you think would be the next chapter of your life then?
After that,
Yeah, what do you do
nothing.
then?
Dan, I'm 52.
You do the thing that
I'm
you
52. You're not gonna quit at 60.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm 52 right now. I can't even imagine quitting at 60.
What about 65?
No, I think 70.
Now,
Kevin Nealon, I'm done.
See, you say this, but I think you're just like me in this regard. You'll want to do stand-up performance or something like that until they tell you.
I bet there's a form of podcasting when I'm like 65, 70, where I can do it from the comfort of my own home.
Yeah.
Get the creative outlet. May be funny because
Yeah.
I'm gonna want to be funny still, but stand up with the traveling and like writing a new hour and putting all the effort in. I think like a while ago I was like, if I can make 9 hours of published stand up throughout my whole career,
Yeah. Then
I'm
you're good.
I feel like I did it.
Jesselnick said like almost the exact same thing. Remember we were backstage and he goes, I'm working on my 6th hour or something like that. And he goes, I think this is it. Because he goes, I want to, for hours.
Yeah.
He goes, I want to look at it like a discography.
Yes.
And he goes, I want to be proud of all of them. And he should be. All his shit is great. And he was like, when I reach the thing I want to be at, he goes, then I don't put out hours anymore.
Because you save your legacy.
That's what he wants.
Because I think there is a little bit of that of like, it's like a band, man. When an old band comes back together, like Metallica, you're like, can you guys stop? We went and saw them at MetLife, and I was like, this is a bummer.
Should I not go? I'm going to go see them this Sunday.
They're
here.
They rock.
It's just not.
Who? Metallica. I'm going to be honest.
Do you want to go on Sunday with me?
Go Metallica? To the show.
I
rules.
love them.
Let's go.
Go to the show. I'm going to say this. I love Metallica. I've loved Metallica my whole life. For the first time seeing Metallica, it felt like James Hetfield was old.
Oh, no.
It felt.
You felt it.
I was like, oh, man. I love Metallica, but it's the same like as a professional wrestling fan when you watch them get too old and you're like, don't get in the ring. Yeah. Like Ric Flair, you're like, stop getting in the ring. You don't need to get in the ring.
But you want
anymore.
them to be associated with it still, right? Like they
if
still
you can
in the world somehow.
If they can be in a way that makes sense,
right?
In a way that makes them doesn't. It's what Jesselnick was saying. Like you want to leave a legacy where you're like, don't come back and make it shit. Eddie Murphy should not come back to stand-up comedy.
There's no legacy. There's no legacy.
Yes, there
is no legacy. Look, let me see something. Who was one of the best comics that died in the last 10 years? Patrice, right?
Yeah.
None of the kids know him.
That's not true.
That's not true. Can I play Nintendo 64 or not? Are you going to take it out of the basement, or can I go downstairs and play Nintendo 64?
I definitely still lived in the basement, by the way. It was the only place. The Nintendo 64 couldn't get on a second floor. Had to stay lower level. Had subterranean games.
And had to stay deep in a cave.
That's what we did when we played. For some reason, when we all played like games like that, like when we played 007 and shit, it was always in the dark. We would always turn off all the lights for no other reason than it was like made me feel like we were more in it.
That's what you grew up with. I grew up with Intellivision.
Well, you're fucking 52.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
Well, you had a
like,
Atari.
I remember when Pong was happening.
Yeah, that was like your
we're in
guys'
the future.
I mean, yeah, Santino and I were seniors in high school when PlayStation 2 came out.
Wow.
Which you were like, this fucking rules.
Tecmo Bowl was a huge thing.
Ooh, I still play Tecmo Bowl.
We liked Tecmo Bowl, but we had the advancement from your generation to ours was insane.
I mean, you guys were literally playing Tecmo Bowl, and we were playing NCAA college football, which you could then take your guy and move him to Madden.
Yeah.
You had there was like a whole world you could play through EA Sports.
I had a kid in high school.
It's in the game.
In elementary
It's in the game.
He had it in television, and there was an RPG, but the RPG was a dot.
Yeah.
So that was your character, right?
Oh my God.
And there were just walls, right? He goes, hey man, I'm in a dungeon right now. I was like, holy fuck, you are, right? And he goes, check this out. And he put the dot against this line, and he hit it a couple of times. He goes, it's a secret room. It was just another little square.
That's so funny.
But it was a secret room.
I know, but I was like mind-boggled.
What the
Is there a dragon in there? You know what I mean? But it's insane that you guys grew up with Nintendo.
Yeah. I remember when I was little, Game Boy came out, and I got a Game Boy for my birthday, and my dad was trying to outdo my mom. So he's like, yeah, I bought you a bunch of games. And I was like, let's go. But he bought me Nintendo games. Because he thought they went into the game. And I remember taking Mario Brothers 3 in my Game Boy and going, see? And my dad's like, all right, I got it.
It's got to be an adapter or something like that.
That's exactly what he said.
Such a
like,
dad.
Did you guys ever play that Snake game on the Nokia?
Oh, my God,
All the time.
Dude, see, here's the thing. We
was-
can go back and play all your games. You can't go forward and play
That's
all our
right.
games.
What do you mean?
Our games are too advanced. We grew up with them.
Oh, dude, I'm advanced.
Look at him now.
I saw your whole brain act.
I think the game that shocked me the most, like visually, that I was so into, Doom on PC was
crazy.
fucking
Dude,
crazy.
that one.
Doom
on PC, because I was like,
if you remember
so immersive.
The original game Doom was like it was Duke Nukem, but also
Get some.
Spear of Destiny.
Yes.
And my fucking Big Dick Nick,
my
stepdad was super into computers, and he was like, "Oh, do you want to play this game called Spear of Destiny?" And I was like, "You're shooting Nazis?"
Wow.
And he was like, "Yeah." And I remember him loading that up on the computer, and me being like, "Am I allowed to touch this computer? This is very advanced." I fucking loved it.
I love that, and then I love Turok, Dinosaur Hunter. Turok was fucking rad. You didn't know any of those games.
I didn't know anything about it.
Man,
and then GoldenEye comes out, and you're like, "Let's
that
go."
changed the game
and then
forever.
Perfect Dark.
That was Turok, Dinosaur Hunter.
Turok.
Wow.
Turok shit was fucking. Look at the cover. Zoom in. Look at how dope that cover is.
So, yeah, 64 was for me, the game changer was Nintendo 64.
Nintendo 64 did do everything for me.
Nintendo 64, even the first Mario, you're like, that's the future.
But see, could they pitch that today? Him stabbing a dinosaur in the throat, like
That's that new Adam Driver movie.
what?
74?
65.
65. That's Turok Dinosaur Hunter.
Ariana
They just-
Greenblatt's in that.
Yeah, they just did that movie where they're like, what if Adam Driver fights dinosaurs?
That's sick. They just, by the way, I just saw a preview for a movie that's going to come out about GameStop, the GameStop Bitcoin.
I heard
thing.
it. I heard Paul Dano's in it.
Yeah,
and I heard
he's the
it.
star.
I heard it fucking rips.
I mean, it looks amazing.
One
I
of my
saw
friends,
the preview.
One of my friends saw a screening of it and said it fucking.
It's about the GameStop, they were
rips.
fucking.
Yeah.
But it's Paul Dano, Seth Rogen, Pete Davidson, and Sebastian Stan.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the trailer, I was like, holy fuck. And Dano, he's
the best.
He's so like small and so good at small stuff.
He is our like Philip Seymour Hoffman. He's like the younger.
Oh, that's a really good call.
He just can do everything. He can be the Riddler. He can be a dickwad in this.
And Pete is
Pete.
He's doing Pete.
Pete does Pete
Pete
perfectly.
does Pete the best.
Pete does
No one's doing Pete better than Pete.
Yeah.
Pete's Pete, and right there he's Pete.
I always love when you see Pete in movies because you go, yeah, he just wore that there.
Yeah. He's like,
He
oh
just-
no, I don't feel
he's
like
like,
changing.
I don't know. These kicks are pretty sick. Do you want me to change them, or I could just put them on again?
It is true though. He's gotten away with that. Like just being him the most. That's gotten him the furthest.
It's honestly for a lot of us it's a good lesson of just like be yourself more.
Yeah, it's not gonna. Why change? But also, I was explaining that to my little sister about how she's saying, oh, so and so. It wasn't in reference to him, but it was like, oh, that guy always does that in whenever I see him. And it's like, yeah, that's because they do the best at that thing. Why would they shift?
I saw that Ricky Gervais said that years ago when he was like really blowing up after The Office and all this shit, and he was like getting all those movies and stuff. He was like, sometimes I see people and he's like, people criticize me. They say you do the same thing. He goes, but sometimes I prefer someone that does the same thing incredibly versus a lot of things okay.
Yeah, right.
He's like, so I'm doing one thing, but I do it the best.
Yeah, instead of jack of all trades, master of none. You might as well just do the thing that you're the fucking thing.
When I see Danny McBride, I want to see him Danny McBride.
100%. Yeah. Well, that's why Will Ferrell has always been Will Ferrell. Whether you like it or not, he stayed Will for 25 fucking years.
He made George Bush lovable.
Yeah, dude.
You like saw George W. Bush and you're like, well, I like, in my mind, it's the Will Ferrell version.
Same thing. Well, same thing. Growing up in Chicago, Harry Carey. Like we knew Harry Carey as kids, but when Will Ferrell did it, it was like I almost remember Will Ferrell more than I remember Harry Carey.
Yeah, you remember that,
which is crazy
impression of him.
Who I think one time flirted with my mom.
Harry Carey did?
Yeah, at
Really?
a bar. Yeah, flirted with my mom, and I think I might be.
That's so good.
Harry's boy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I could give your boy a baseball, but it's gonna cost you. And your mom's like, "Oh, I understand."
What's up with the little redhead?
Oh. Okay, okie dokie.
All right.
Okay, here's the deal.
Yeah.
And I'm being real.
I know.
When I first met you, the first time that you were even in my visual range, was maybe a couple years ago. You
Which
were
is
at the
only
store.
about a foot or two. It's only 2 or 3 feet.
Yeah.
And I go, I had heard your name, but I couldn't put a face to the name. And then you were like, I'm Dan Soder in the hallway there at the store, and I go, oh, okie dokie. Every time I think about it, I say okie dokie, and then and then all of a sudden there's algorithms and stuff, and then you would pop up on my thing, but then I hadn't seen you until you came to my house.
Yeah.
Right? And I didn't know how it was gonna go.
Yeah.
It went excellent.
It was very fun.
It was so excellent.
Yeah.
And you and I have a good chemistry.
Great.
And I think we respect each other. You know?
Absolutely.
But I think that in my mind and in my heart, what's so funny?
Nothing.
Why are you laughing? I'm being real.
You're funny.
In my mind and my heart, I believe that you're a part of my regime. You're a part of my company. You're a part of my, your troop.
I like that.
Yeah.
And
you're always going to be in my heart.
Can I tell you something?
Go ahead.
I always, obviously known of you, watched you on Mad TV.
Thank you.
I was there when you hosted my first episode of Live at Gotham. Was the episode before yours,
Don't remember.
in New York in 09.
Yeah.
So I'd always been around you, but never really met you.
Yeah. You didn't meet me that night?
No, because
It was
I
on my
didn't
show, yeah.
I didn't do well, and I wanted to go get drunk.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Those were tough.
Yeah, it sucked.
I hated watching them. Made me anxious.
Yeah. But now when I got to go do Tiger Belly, because I had met you in the store, and I met you briefly at a festival, but we never really got to hang out. Going over to your house and hanging out with you, then getting lunch, I was like, man, not only do I get why everybody loves this guy, but I fucking love this dude. I'll go to war for Bobbie Lee.
Thank you.
I was like, dude, that guy fucking rules. If you talk to anybody that I talked to after, I went to Bert's house right after that.
Yeah.
I was like, Bobbie Lee's the fucking man.
Yeah.
We just had a
What
great
did that
lunch.
fat fuck say?
He said, yeah, he agreed.
Yeah.
He agreed.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, and I've loved this fucking ginger snap.
Love this fucking guy. He's in my heart too, dude.
This ginger snap and I are the same age, and we just fucking, you know.
Yeah.
And
We got the
this,
same.
this right here,
It's the best.
it's the fucking
it's
best.
the future and the past. It's the present.
I love it.
Well, I gotta tell
It's
you,
all three.
It's a
You're
goddamn.
dead to me.
It's a goddamn legacy, Bobbie.
I love you though, Pork.
thank you for being a
Be
bad friend.